Okay, so you've got those couple of sheets. So you've got the strategic planning process one. You've got the mission statements, aims and objectives. If you get the mission statements, aims and objectives one in front of you, that one just to start off with. Okay. So what you've got is you've got 3 sections to fill in. See, the question at the top is, how are the following used within the business? How do they fit into the strategic plan? Okay. So what section within the strategic plan did I say mission statements fall into? Yeah, missions and goals. So straight away you could say that when you're looking at the strategic planning process, mission statements are decided within the missions and goals section. But also what you would need to clarify the assignment is how are they used within a business. So what does a mission statement do for a business?
Gives them a goal to achieve.
Gives them an overall purpose, a goal to achieve, yeah? Definitely. So if it gives an overall goal, gives an overall purpose, thinking back to our work on stakeholders, if you're an employee, what does a mission statement do for you? Any ideas?
It kind of tells you what like the business wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. If you're an employee, it gives you an understanding of the business, what the business's values are. I think that's the key part of it, isn't it? It gives you an understanding of, from an employee's point of view, what the business's values are. And thinking of other key stakeholders, as a customer, so Annie, as a customer, you're a customer of Starbucks. Why is it good to see their mission statement? Does it help at all?
Sometimes satisfaction.
Sometimes it's... It's alright, have a go.
Yeah, and it's like it's giving customer satisfaction as well. Like they've got something in their lives, like.
I think it seems like what you're saying is, is your customer, you know, if it's customer satisfaction they're talking about, you know that they value it. So that you know that you know as a customer they think customers are important. The key to this is a mission statement gives different stakeholder groups an idea as to what the business is about, be it an employee or a customer. I mean, as a shareholder, you're not really going to care that much, are you? Let's be honest. You're not going to go and invest 50 million in a business because you like their mission statement, you know. But it's there as a point of reference. Okay, so you should have a few points down for mission statement then. So what is it? So it's overall purpose, values. It transmits those values to different stakeholder groups, and it sits within the missions and goals section. What about aims, Courtney? Tell me what you know about aims of business. What are they?
Like what they want to achieve.
Perfect. That's exactly what they are. You write that verbatim, word for word. Aims are what a business wants to achieve. Which section, Moses, does that sit in as part of the planning process?
Mission and goals.
Missions and goals. Yep. We're still thinking quite long term. We're still thinking quite top of that family tree I was talking about. So it's the missions and goals. What do they want to do? So yeah, might be increased profit. Yeah, and probably, in fact, it's probably going to be for most businesses. It's going to have something to do with profit. So your mission statement's your overall purpose. Your aims are what you want to achieve, what the business wants to achieve. So the objectives, how could we define objectives then, Leah? Have a go.
How you gonna do it?
Exactly that. How are you going to achieve that? So as Moses rightly said, yeah, all businesses want to achieve profit, but how? And the key to this is making sure that those objectives you set are smart. What would happen if an objective wasn't smart for a business? What would fall down in this process here? Do you reckon, Daisy? What would happen if the objectives weren't smart? Could you still follow this process? Exactly. Yeah. If you don't have smart objectives, how do you know if you've achieved it or not? The key for me is always that measurable one. All the other ones, you know, the timely one as well, but it's measurable. That for me is the most important part of that. So when we look at personal targets, people always say, I want to get fitter. How the hell do you measure that? Is it benching a certain kilogram, running a certain kilometre, mile, time? So the same with the business. If we're increasing profit, well, how much profit by when? What are we going to do about that? How are we going to achieve that? What sections of this strategic planning process does the objective setting go into?
The operational one.
I see of this one. What circle of this does the setting of objectives go into?
Mission and goals.
Possibly. Monitoring performance is where you find that you look at them and see if they've been achieved or not. We've got pretty much all of them somewhere around. There must be one of these. Okay, now we've got all of them, I think. Remember I said it's your devising strategies, all your missions and goals. Okay, you're evaluating your planners. What happened? Did it all work? So if you look at this this diagram here, finding out stuff. What do we want to achieve? How are we going to do it? By doing what? Let's do it. Have we achieved it? Did it work? What was good about it? What was bad about it? That's a real kind of basic of going around that pattern. So going back to the question that's on there, how do businesses use the strategic planning process? Are we happy that you can explain the stages of that process? Are you happy also how the mission statements, aims and objectives sit into this? So where they go and what they are. Okay. What you are going to need to do, and this can obviously, you can kind of do this as a big group really, because it's going to be you need to find out Apple's mission statement. You need to try and find out some aims there. You may not be able to find their objectives, because why should they release exactly what they're going to do? Business can keep stuff private. Mission statements and aims you should be able to find. So have a look for that, and once you find it, maybe share a link with the rest, put it on the Facebook page or what have you. Once you've got that, it's literally a case of answering that question. Feel free to use the diagram if that would help. It probably would help to have the diagram on there. Does that help? Obviously you said the presentation was a bit quick. Does that help you to answer the question okay? Fantastic. Okay? Let's go. We'll have a look at it. Probably answer on each of it. You can mention them within it, but if you can find the mission statements, it's great. But because of the nature of their size, you're going to find very little.